West Tigers fans, one last episode of the Orange Grove Hotel for the year. We're going to go through your survey results. As you can see, the boys going through your answers right now. We're going to talk about them, get your thoughts on a season that was for the West Tigers on one final episode in 2025 West Tigers Live Podcast.
No, I didn't see it. No, I haven't been made.
Welcome into another episode of West Tigers Live Podcast. As always, we've got the crew here. One last episode for 2025. It's a full house tonight. We've got it's quite squishy here in the TAB of the Orange Grove Hotel, but we're going to have a fun one. Your survey results, thank you to the many of you that did submit. We'll get to those soon. We see all of our YouTube and Facebook regulars. Thank you, legends. Please give us a subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. Give us a like on the socials or a follow at West Tigers Live, TikTok, X, Instagram. What did I miss? I always miss one. Twitter, Facebook as well. We're on the Facebook as well. Please check us out. TikTok, all good content there. Look, probably going to be a little bit of a dry spell because, we'll go in the off season for our respective, maybe spend some time with family and haven't seen them for the last 27 weeks much. So be good to spend some family time in the summer. Look forward to the Ashes and some summer sports as well. One man who is excited for some summer sports, the Mr. Bengals himself, Aaron Thompson. How are you this evening? 1-0.
Yeah, g'day Josh, g'day Rob and Shane and everyone watching and listening. It's good to have a team that is winning at the moment. That's a nice change from the usual, although I can't really say that as strongly this year because we did win a few more games than we were probably expected. I'm doing all right. Obviously fresh out of hospiel, so
yes. The knee, the knee. The $1 million man will call you the $1 million stats man with your new knees. And in the centres tonight, the Victor Mole man. How are you this evening? You can tell that he just had a good little win on the punt as well. He's in a good mood despite the look. You were here on Saturday, Shano, to watch that West Tigers second half. That was diabolical, but it's been a fun season. And at the Orange Grove Hotel, we've had so much fun because of people like yourself, and Jay's here tonight as well. All of it. Shout outs to all of our Patreon legends and all the people that joined us this year. It has been a very fun, different sort of season. And thank you and welcome. Thank you for coming on the last show of the season.
Always great to be here. Love being invited. Love you guys. Love everyone at West Tigers. It was a shitty game on Saturday, but what do you do? It's still a good year. And, just bring on next year. Bring on the pre-season. Glad you're back, Az. Glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Great to be next to the great man, Rob. And that's it. Good on you.
That's it. You're done.
See you later. See you later, everyone.
Show's finished. 4 minutes in.
Show is over.
Mr. Bashara, one last ride around the Orange Grove for this season. How are you this evening?
I'm well, mate. Massive thank you to Terry and Andrew for having us here all year, and never knew this place existed, but we've had some really fun times here, especially with the live streams and these Wednesday nights. We've had a few nights where we've had a big crew here.
Yep.
Not sure what's going on with Shane next to me. I think he hasn't done the washing for 25 years, and he found that Magpie shirt. So
this is actually one of the new ones. It's not an old one. So
do they still make them?
Stephen wasn't around in 1978. So
they've got to cater for their 12 customers anyway. So
we've got the we're going to get into the colour. Paul Stamo's.
Shout out to Stamo. Love you, mate.
He's squirming in his seat right now after that bit of shade thrown to the poor old Maggies.
Paul likes me. We get on well.
Righto. First, let's speak of people that we get on well with, if I can talk properly. Matchday Manny. So thank you very much, Matchday Manny, for supporting the show the last few weeks. So male footy fans want to win some serious brownie points for the ladies. So we've got Christmas not too far away, really. Good Christmas present. Good, what do they call it? A stocking filler. The Matchday Manny press-on nails. So they do it in your footy team colours. So hopefully in the new year they'll have the Tigers ones in stock. The ladies, you can now look as sharp as an appy dummy and show the support for the team in style. They're just launching new team colours. I know the red and whites are there. There you go, through the semi-finals for the Swans. There you go. Oh, that's right. They didn't make it. Sorry.
They didn't make it.
Sorry, but that was the joke.
No, they didn't. But the girls are looking good. They're 4-0.
All right, that's enough AFL talk. I was just
going there.
Shouldn't have gone there.
I knew they didn't make it. Matchday Man. Order now. Matchday Manny. Manny is MANI because I'm an idiot. It's short for manicure. Or that took me at least 4 episodes for me to realise that. But matchdaymanny.com.au. Give us them. God, I can't talk. I need the off season. Give them a follow on Instagram, matchday_Manny. Thank you very much, Matchday Manny.
We'll be doing a Matchday Manny of the match later in the show.
Yep.
So looking forward to that. Thanks to Felicity and Trent for all their support the last, 5 or 6 weeks.
Yep. Tigers fans.
Brand new business, and they'll have the Tigers colours early next year. Get those green and gold colours if we haven't told you 1,000 times already.
100%. Speaking of Tigers colours next year, Taylor May confirmed for at least 2 more years will be wearing the West Tigers colours. Shane, I'll go to you first. What are your thoughts on Taylor May agreeing to a 2-year deal? We wanted a 3-year deal from him, but more reports.
I'm comfortable with 2 years. Only reason is I'm comfortable that we'll be playing semis within 2 years, and that's what'll keep him here. I know the Bears will throw a lot of money at him, maybe, but again, the Bears have only got a certain salary cap as well, so they can't be throwing, hundreds of thousands of dollars at everyone. So I think Taylor showed this year he's worth every cent that we've offered. I think they lowballed him a bit, $500,000, so it's good that they've upped that a bit. But yeah, I think we'll hold on to him. I think Terrell will stay. As I was saying, as we were driving here, we're at a precipice now where, we're just at that area where things will start going our way next year. And when they start going away, it'll snowball the other way. We've had so many years of things going the other way that I can't wait. He'll be an integral part of next year, May and his brother. So bring it on.
All the Mays. Rob, your thoughts on this one?
Look, obviously, Taylor wanted the 2-year deal, so it coincided with the timing of Terrell's contract ending. So they can probably be a package deal. And another sort of issue to that, again, we don't know 100%, but Benji's off contract at the end of the next 2 years as well. So I don't think Taylor wanted to have a 3rd year where he didn't know who the coach was or where his brother Terrell was going to play at. So that's probably the reason. Obviously, he's getting another $125,000 a year. So just glad to have him on board. Not going to lie, I shit myself yesterday morning when he said he rejected the offer. I didn't know what was going on.
Thanks, Shamus.
But yeah, thanks to our mate Shammy. I think the Tigers should throw him a little bit of commission for scaring the shit out of him and getting it done in the afternoon. But no, well done. Look, the main thing is he's there. And I don't think Richo would have been able to hide anywhere if he stuffed that up. So
the thing that worries me, though, is that we're going to have a lot of players off contract around that time.
But that's
maybe
club, mate.
They might
true,
they might by November 1 next year extend them.
If we really go well, we may extend. So
Penrith are going gangbusters and they just let 13 players go. Every club just goes through.
We're not Penrith
leaving, but we should have a massive. We should have a massive war chest.
Penrith went Penrith 6 years ago, so
yeah.
I'm not saying we'll win 4 premierships in a row, but
we've got plenty of money. We can afford another couple of really good players
for sure. As you were quite vocal at not being keen for the Taylor May signing at first. Just to fast forward, you've given him quite a few compliments and 3-pointers in the 3-2-1 of late. How did you feel when we extended the Taylor May for 2 more years?
Happy for Taylor. I'm happy for the club as well. Obviously, my personal opinions on the situations around what he was doing and the situations he was in before signing at the club. I'm just trying to not really focus on that at this point because obviously having him at the club is probably what's best for the club at the moment. He's performed well in the 7 games that he's played, and interested to see how he goes over the next 2 years.
All right, it's Jay. Oh, you got a bar. Jay, the bartender. Look at this.
Thanks, Jay.
How's this for service?
One of the
Good on
great
you, Jay.
Patreon members. We all love it.
Let's not knock over the camera. All right, we're sweet. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for getting Shane a beer. The more liquored up he is, the better his takes become. Mid-strength.
So
2 more drinks, it'll be bring back the magpie.
Shouts to Michelle Watson, who sent us a $15 super sticker.
Wow, I don't know what that means, but
it's just
well done to you.
It's just a $15 tip. So thank you very much, Michelle, and thank you to everyone who has donated their money via Patreon, via YouTube, everything this year. We really appreciate your support. The more support we do have, the bigger and better we can make the show each year, which I think we have done. Such a huge moving forward. We've gained a lot of viewers each year. It's going up and up and up. So thank you. We couldn't do it without people supporting us like you, Michelle. So thank you very much. Righto, moving on to what do we have next? Oh, I do have some clips of the May Boys on their podcast. The what's it called?
Mayday.
Mayday. I was going to say Mayday. It is Mayday. Is a clip. I'm going to put the headphones on there, Roberto.
You want to listen or?
There's two headphones there. If you want to have a listen, Shana, just put one in your ear. Yeah, just put one in your ear if you can.
I'm going to be honest, not even being biased because of my Tigers. It's probably my favourite stadium to play at. Bruh, goes off, like 20,000 feels like it's like 80,000. Everyone's cheering. And yeah, I just feel like it's mad, the hill and that.
But when you're in the Tigers colours and you're actually playing for them, but I don't think, not even being biased too, that's probably like the best stadium like that I played at, like with the crowd and that, like how much they get into it. Like, yeah, it's just crazy.
Rob, the boys talking about Leichhardt Oval being their favourite place to play already, just down the road here from the Orange Grove Hotel where we are tonight. Yeah, these boys have only been here 1 year or not even half a year, and they're already, it seems like we're worried about beyond 2 years, but it seems like they're very much satisfied and proud to be a West Tiger at the moment.
They've bought into the West Tigers culture, but, not being disrespectful, they've got to feel that way about playing at Campbelltown too, whether it's the same or not. We just have to change that whole mentality. Winning, don't care where we play, even away games. We just got to, we're wearing the West Tigers jersey. We've got to try and beat our best everywhere we go. And there's no doubt Leichhardt's special, but again, if our future's in the Southwest, we've got to make both those places our home grounds. And I just don't get that probably half the people that go to Leichhardt also go to Campbelltown. Why is the atmosphere different? Just the configuration of the ground, or we've done a nice little 12-minute
on the Claws Up,
on the Claws Out podcast.
Yep, Claws Out, sorry,
already getting bagged for that, for bagging West at every opportunity. But
I thought you were very pro West in that one.
No, well, mate, I've said all the names should be at Campbelltown. So whoever that person is that wrote whatever he wrote,
what's
on
his
YouTube,
name? Call him out.
Get fucked. But anyway, last show at the Orange Grove. So
all jokes aside, though.
Dinosaur, seriously.
All jokes aside, though, Leichhardt is special. And I know I'll rip on it and have a laugh, but it does bring the people. I don't know how many people on that hill, know about football compared to people at Campbelltown. It's like a trendy thing to do. Hey, let's go to Leichhardt. But at the end of the day, it works. They sell it out. Nothing looks better. It's probably the best looking hill in the comp when it's packed. So it's here to stay. I wouldn't have an issue playing half. I really wouldn't. I know probably our training and future does lie in the Southwest, but we'll still be out there. But I don't think we should be doing 7-3 or whatever that's going to happen. I think we should be half. If we have to play the odd game at Combank, so be it. But it should be, half games at both grounds.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, said on the show before, we all live Campbelltown's probably the much further for you to drive, Shane, but we all live much closer to Leichhardt, and we've all been pretty, we've been very pro. Yeah, we're very pro Campbelltown and have been for years, and we can't wait for Campbelltown to get more games. We love going there, having a drink at the Legacy beforehand. It's a great, as Rob said in that great little mini pod on the Claws Out podcast. We start winning games. I've been at Campbelltown when the atmosphere has been unreal and been really good. And Gary on that podcast did make a good point that the kind of the shape of Leichhardt does help. It's very much you're on top of each other. It also makes it. I haven't sat on the hill. I'm not going to lie. I haven't sat on the hill for about 7 years because I like my premium seats and I can see every corner of the ground. If you're on the hill at Leichhardt, you actually can't see the whole game. Yeah. You can, really but if you're in the middle of that hill, you can't really. Whereas at Campbelltown, no seat's a bad seat at Campbelltown, really. So
I get good seats, but I still can't see at Campbelltown. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the lights.
Oh, you need to see with us.
But it's again, play half. Play half at Campbelltown, play half at Leichhardt.
Play most of them at Campbelltown, whether we like it or not. It's just a bigger pool of people out there. You're not going to win that area over until that becomes a regular occurrence.
Yeah. And you know what? To all the people that say, "Oh, stuff Campbell, I'm not traveling out to Campbelltown," and vice versa, then don't come. When we start winning games, which we're starting to now, it's going to be the hottest ticket in town. I've said it on the Discord. So if you don't want to come, don't come because your ticket will go to someone else. Every one of our home grounds will sell out.
Yeah. Well, we sold out Campbelltown last year. We ran last.
We ran last. Exactly.
Yeah.
You watch.
Imagine sometimes you go to different grounds and just they can all be great experiences, and some are better than others. It's just a fact. It doesn't mean like if you think Leichhardt, for example, has a better atmosphere than Campbelltown. I prefer going to Campbelltown, but I'm selfish because I love seeing guys like Shane and other people in the club before the game, and it's a full thing for me where unless I'm coming to the Orange Grove first, I'm just going to parking my car, walking to the game, saying hello to a few people, walking in and out and going home. It's not the same for me. Don't get me wrong. I love Leichhardt, but again, we just got to get behind this club. We've got to cut this Magpie Balmain shit. It's last century stuff,
I don't think it's that. I just think, a lot of people have issues with the travel,
Yeah, it is a far drive.
Leichhardt has always had the rub of the green, apart from this year, strangely enough, when it comes to times of game.
Yeah.
No one's going to Campbelltown on a Thursday night or a Friday
Sunday night.
Well, it was probably smart to play all of 4 games at Campbelltown earlier, like while you're technically still in mathematical calculations of playing finals, because you're going to get people to Leichhardt, no matter where we are on the ladder. Like we had one game against Cronulla on April the 27th. Then we had to wait 2.5-3 months to get whoever it was, Gold Coast or whoever the next game was here. So I don't mind it, but I just think at some stage, like once we get ourselves planted at Campbelltown, then you'll reap the rewards from that, as I said on that mini pod, like probably 15 years later. Because right now there are 18-year-olds that just haven't. Even if they've lived in the area, they're not attached to West Tigers. They're probably more
they're not
to South Sydney and other clubs that have been putting their footprint
in. Good point by Danny here too. The train station next door makes it. It's right there.
Perfect.
So
and the drive's not far, man. Like once you get on the M5, it's nothing. There's plenty of parking. Okay, you got a 10-15 minute walk if you want to park on the other side of the railway line, like I do.
As will give you a good parking spot.
Out again.
Yeah, as will. Yeah, you could have got a bloody platinum membership for all the fines you cop this time.
And I just want to add as well, the other thing about Campbelltown is it gets really freaking cold really early.
Exactly.
It does. Exactly. June.
I mean, so does Leichhardt.
Sometimes even May, it gets really cold out there really quickly.
Another thing they do wrong too, and it's not just Campbelltown, it's everywhere. You want to get bang for your buck. If you're going to go out to Campbelltown, it'd be nice to have a game beforehand or some entertainment or something.
Let's bring back the skydiving.
For me, I just go to the club next door, but there's often we've gone to Campbelltown, there's nothing prior. Like even if it's an 8 o'clock game, there's just no game at 6:30 or 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's just
we do have some. We'd be
very rare.
We'd be in the club. Would you be there? Would you be in the club?
If there was a game, like if it was like I did watch the New South Wales Cup game that was there early this year.
Yeah.
Like that was before.
That was against New Zealand, I think.
Yeah, I did watch that because there was a game, but often there's no game beforehand.
What if they played the cup after? You know how the girls?
That's all. I hate the girls playing after as well. That's stupid.
How many
I
people?
like it because it eases the traffic.
Most of them are gone.
But if the girls are playing before the men's,
And
like,
it's
I know
slap
they
in the
can't
face.
accept-
Yeah, if
they play before, you're going to watch the girls.
the bars, but if you got a game after, the bar stays open till full time.
I went with some mates to like up, and they all said the same thing. Why are the girls playing?
But if we had
after the
won that
game?
game, I feel like a lot of people would have stayed back.
Yeah,
No.
everyone wanted to
For the
get out there.
girls.
Oh, it's-
Was
The problem I had
Sunday,
with
wasn't
that
it?
day was it wasn't really advertised during the game.
Yeah.
It wasn't announced at halftime, like, hey, stick around
It wasn't, was it?
to watch the girls to watch the NRLW
point.
team play
Yeah.
afterwards.
They
It wasn't
catered-
really
they catered
announced
it.
until the men's game was over.
They catered
Which
to the
was-
home team because last year my son and I, youngest, we went to Newcastle
Mm.
and the girls played after that game.
Mm.
I wasn't going to stay back till freaking 8 o'clock before coming back to
Up the
to
F3.
Sydney.
Yeah.
Like, it's just stupid. If they'd have put it beforehand, you go there early, you watch both games.
Yeah. Okay.
I think one of the factors though with these upgrades we're getting is there probably will be more double headers with the NRLW after both grounds have had the upgrades done because
also
of
need a better
the extra
team.
change rooms and stuff like that. So there probably will be more
Better
double headers, especially later in the men's season. So, but I mean, obviously earlier in the men's season, you've still got cup, you've still got flag. You probably still want to have those double and triple headers with both of those.
Yeah, there's definitely ways to make the game. The NRL itself needs to make game day experiences better. And
100%.
we're at the end of the day, we're a TV game. This argument always comes against the AFL people. Our game is just set up for TV. Every game, there's no overlapping. You can watch back to back to back to back, all three games on your couch in HD. The whole game is on your rectangle in front of you. You got your $15 six-pack of beer as opposed to $11 plastic cup mid-strength
There has
beer.
to be
Like
a
it's
reason
just
to come to the game. If it's better to watch it on TV, you'll stay at home.
and rugby
You stay
league.
at home, you get
Rugby
no
league tends to
atmosphere.
be. So it's not just a West Tigers thing. I think just in general. But like we started the conversation with, look at the Bulldogs win games, the people will come.
Oh,
I will say though, and obviously I agree with probably the main game being the men's game at the end of the event, but it's also you've got to take in mind that I mean Channel 9 in particular, because they do all of the NRLW games and they can't obviously do or they could technically they already do one before the Sunday 4:00 game that they have. So the reason why they have the NRLW game on at the end of the after the 4:00 game on the Sunday is so they're not overlapping the NRLW games any more than they need to, and they'll obviously try to bring
So
in more
again,
teams.
it's for TV. It's for
Yeah,
TV.
it's a
reasons.
TV thing.
Yeah. Which the girls, I mean, that does make sense because I did watch the girls last Sunday night because there were no men on at the same time. So yeah, that's
Plus, we
a
had
fair point.
Our girls played at Parramatta on
Yeah.
Sunday, just gone after the.
That's what I'm
men's.
saying. Yeah, last Sunday just gone. I watched the girls because it was a Sunday night. It was made it easier. Whereas if it was at 2:00, I probably wouldn't have been able to see it. But anyway, back to the May boys. One other clip I got from them.
I guess that this
Well,
new
they
club,
started the
it's-
conversation.
Yeah, it's different, but it's funny. I wouldn't have it any other way. Like the yarning circles that get around in this club. Like I think every club, but especially this one, like it's just mad because the boys are so close, and yeah, there's a lot of youngins, but yeah, just being around the boys, hearing the stories, but especially just getting back in the mix, like playing footy and having like a routine. I think that's helped a lot. But yeah, it just makes it easier when you're having fun and you're enjoying it with the boys. Like I might have played against them, but I never met them, and just to see how they are off the field, it's gone. Because obviously, probably everyone has an image on the field, but until you're off the field with them and you get to really know them, it's mad.
Taylor made, yeah, just talking about the cohesion of the team at the moment, how much the boys are loving playing with each other. Shane, heading into next year, you're talking about the excitement into next year. I think a big part of it, and yes, as Rob said before, we're probably a couple of signings short of a really good squad. But as we learned in 2005, cohesion goes a long way.
I think, and again, I'm not there, but, there's every chance Benji hasn't really done a lot, and it's just the players. Because I know, when I played footy, if you really enjoy the players that you're playing with, you know, you'll bleed for them. And it's so obvious. We saw it with the Broncos a couple of years ago that when there's no cohesion and there's unrest in the camp, that you can have the best 13 players in the comp on the field, they're still going to run last. You know, this year that wasn't the case for us. It was so obvious that the players were there for each other. You know, it probably was a lot Benji, but it may not have been either. Just, you know, when there's peace in the club, it shows on the field.
Rob, what are your thoughts on that? Because Benji's coaching was, had a bit of a dig and a bit of you're pretty critical of Benji's coaching at the year. Do you think that factor kind of came in a little bit? Does Benji being at the helm, Shane said maybe it's not Benji, but I think Benji's built very much a culture, while X's and O's he's very much got his L plates on, as far as we can tell. Do you think Benji's built a very good culture and cohesion amongst a playing group?
He seems to have. I mean, he's touted that family first mentality, which a lot of the players have bought into. They all seem to have fun together, whether they're winning or losing. We've heard in some of those Mayday podcasts how even when we were losing, they kept believing that they're building to something and things are getting better. So we're not on the inside. We can't see that. But I'm not on the inside, but definitely people I know who are on the inside, they've just been telling me how good Benji goes. And unfortunately, I'm old school and very results orientated. So I don't care how good it's going. I keep seeing loss after loss after loss. When you're losing 6 in a row, I'm thinking, well, something's going on here. But look, he seems to have turned it around. It helps when you buy a couple of good players or a couple of players find their position and you know, start doing well. And definitely Taylor May has changed that. And at the time, Adam switching to halfback, they were two massive changes that really worked for us.
I think the incident at the club this year, or the event at the club this year, that really showed that the team believes in Benji as a coach and they want to stand by him, was what happened after that round 6 game in Newcastle and the announcement that came out. And then obviously Appy and Romy coming out and doing that press conference at the same time.
Next week, that was the thing though. Like it didn't translate on the field. Yeah, they came out and backed him up in a media thing, but like you want them to, you know, show that faith and belief in Benji and come out the next week. And we Parramatta couldn't beat, you know, a wet paper bag, and they came out and beat us, you know, by 13.
They did have Mitch Moses return, and we've seen what they've done since Mitch Moses has come back.
But their team's been stripped, with the exception of Mitch Moses. They got rid of, 8 or 9 players. They were struggling. They'd won 1 game, I think, out of 6 prior to that game that we played them.
Yeah, it was still a distraction. And as I've said previous shows, training the whole off-season, not with, like our halves combination that we finished the season with was not who we were training with in the off-season. So we've got a whole off-season next year, fingers crossed, we go through the whole next season. The squad that we have this November is still the squad that we have next September. And it's cohesion, it's continuing, like with the halves. We know who's playing where. We still have a bit of a conundrum with Adam Olatu. You guys had a good discussion in Clause Out the other night. Yeah, that as well. So we'll see kind of where that kind of fits. But this team, we know who's where. We know who our spine is. We know we're going to have a whole. I think having a whole off season, a little bit of international footy to get through first. But Taylor's going to have a whole off season. Like it was just a whole lot of on the run.
It wasn't the worst thing to lose that last game. As much as we wanted to win, I'm telling you that just they would have had. And don't get me wrong, you want the players to be happy, but they would have had a bit of satisfaction winning that last game and feeling like, you know, we've done all right this year with 11th. Now they go into the offseason thinking, shit, we finished 3 losses in a row. We did improve, but we've got to work harder again. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world looking to next year that we lost that last round.
Here's Benji and Appy, a couple of quick clips from the presser after the game.
Did you show yourself there tonight that makes you think over the off-season?
Yeah, he's been in the team the last 8 weeks. Showed something off the bench. I thought today he was outstanding with his impact that he brought onto the field, scored a couple of tries. He's contracted for the next 2 years too, so we've got to get the most out of him.
He's on delay.
Yeah, he is on delay. So is his phone. Royce Hunt can't have played any better, could he, on the other night?
Eddie Otto, that's how you do it, mate. Professional here, not like you
That's not true. That's not true. He's doing a very good. He's doing an outstanding
job. Very well.
Very good.
I love taking the piss out of him.
I just thought you can't say Royce Hunt without can't now.
I have bagged Royce Hunt from pillar to post, given he wasn't doing what he was meant to do, and he wasn't even giving you an output of more than 15 minutes. He played 25 minutes the other day, and on top of that, suffered a head knock in between. The 2 tries weren't the be-all and end-all. It was just the momentum he got going forward, and just I think that time that he had in New South Wales Cup, and the club basically saying to, Benji saying to him, mate, you got to be better, or you're not worthy of first grade. It seems to have worked. So hopefully that gives him a little bit of a spring in his step, and he wants to work harder. And he's going to be a massive difference next year. If we had that sort of impact from him the last 3 months of the year, like 3 months of this season, it would have made a big difference. We probably wouldn't won a couple more games because our forward stocks are awful right now. And Royce Hunt was meant to be one of those guys that propped it up. And he had a great game the other night. It's just a shame. What was the song? You save your best till last, whatever. Who was? Yeah. Anyway,
Vanessa, someone.
I don't know. Whoever it was.
I don't know.
We want the best at the beginning.
Carlton.
You're not just last.
She's a good sort, Vanessa.
Carlton.
No, 1992. I don't know.
Oh, you talking? I'll Google. Just to keep your mind at ease.
But just sing a few bars for us.
On Royce Hunt, like I struggle to understand millennials at the best of time, but he had a job to do this year, and he started well, then went missing. I still am struggling to understand that. But what he dished up on the weekend, where's that been? Vanessa Williams. I knew it was a Vanessa, but where's that been all year? It was great to see, but then I question, well, what's happened? Anyway.
Well, okay, it is where's it been all year, but give him credit. It got there. We got there. Okay, it's only one game, but the point is Benji's dropped him. I'm not bringing you back after a week or two. It wasn't like a token, putting you
could be a confidence thing. It just could be a confidence thing, simple as that.
He was putting out some like 30-minute performances in Cup, even though that is Cup.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that he made an impact in the game. Like
I don't think he blew away the opposition for West in Cup, to be fair.
That's why he got dropped. It took him time to find his feet.
Yeah, mate.
Anyway, whatever.
Anyway.
As do you think Royce Hunt has the right stuff?
He's shown a little bit in the back end of this year. I feel like he's a good bench prop option. I think we still need a new front rower to partner Terrell.
Right, another clip from Benji and Appy here.
And he's only going to get better, so positive for him and positive for the club that we've got a guy like that coming through.
Abby, what's he like as a kid? I mean, the fact that he's going back to school on Monday.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's quite humble, but at the same time he's pretty funny. Doesn't say all that much, but when he does speak, he's a great kid. And I was really proud of the way he held himself out today.
Royce Hunt was outstanding tonight too, Benj. I know there's been a lot of talk about whether or not he's got a future at the Tigers.
Macassini there. What were your thoughts of the debut? Is anyone got a take on first take in Macca?
Nothing brilliant, nothing bad. It was as expected, and I'll take that every day of the week for a first up performance.
You say that
out of position too.
Yeah, as you got these stats.
I can pull them up.
166 meters, 64 post contact.
He led the team in meters, so
yeah,
I think
it didn't seem
underrated.
like he did much, but it was his first game and he's a kid.
I
thought he was fantastic.
Definitely.
Just seeing the players get around him too.
I was surprised they didn't target him with high ball though, considering he was playing out of position on the wing. So that was something that's surprised me. But he handled his own really well, and the experience going into next year will do him some good. I mean, he doesn't necessarily get a mad Monday because he's straight back into HSC preparations. But he did say in the media that he's very keen to get into a full preseason with the boys after the HSC's all taken care of.
100%.
That's what we want: competition for positions in the preseason. The best gets a position. It's as simple as that. So Jarrell Skelton, Macassini, it's up to you guys.
100%. I got one last clip from the boys. Bit of a long one, this one.
We ran out of gas today, so that's on me.
Obviously not the way that you wanted to finish 2025.
No, it's disappointing. I don't think I need to say much about the performance. You just had to watch the game to probably see. It's disappointing, but again, like reflecting on it, we've asked a lot of our players the last sort of 8 weeks physically, preparing week in, week out, and we ran out of gas today. So that's on me. I'll put my hand up there, but yeah, it's a dull way to end the season.
How was Latu?
Yeah, not sure. You'll have to get scans on his shoulder. Yeah, honestly don't know.
You say you ran out of gases in the last 8 weeks. Does it feel like it's been just a big toll on them physically and just mentally as well?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been demanding excellence, you know, and training them into the ground week in, week out, physicality and asking everything from them, you know. So, yeah, that part is probably on me. And again, we've improved this year, but there's still a lot to go.
Is that the biggest takeaway that the improvement? I mean, to think where you were last season, you've moved up. You're nowhere near where you were last year. How pleasing is that for you as a coach? I know you haven't had time to reflect a lot, but that must feel good.
Yeah, well, it does. It does that we've improved and we're moving forward, but at the same time, we're not content with it. And we can't be, and we can't accept performances like tonight. You know, particularly in that second half. So, yep, there's a big learning curve for us. I think we showed this year we're just not an 80-minute team. We play 40, 60, 70 sometimes, but we struggle to put 80 together this year. So, I need to figure out how to get that together. But yeah, there's some good signs. There's some good young kids coming through. You know, we've made some strides in recruitment, but there's definitely still a lot of hard work to go.
Benji there talking, volume down on the phone. Whose volume got the volume? Got a bit of an echo.
Mine.
Benji there talking about the boys were quite tired towards the end there. I mean, that's what's kind of sucks. We should have won multiple games in that last stretch there, and the boys, I think, tried hard. Do you guys agree with Benji that we just ran out of gas in the second half?
Who can tell, you know? But Benji, and again, I love him, and I love how he always wants to defend the players. But I think too many times this year in the presses, he's taken on himself. You know, it's on me. Well, then if it's on you, sort it out, because it shouldn't be on you, Benji. You know, you got to put it on the players. They're the ones out there kicking the ball, passing the ball, making the tackles. You know, if you're tired, lift.
Yeah, I think he's not going to throw the players under the bus, mate.
Which is good. Yeah, you don't want to, but
he can't do that. I mean, what Benji needs to say, and he's obviously not going to say it, is I don't have enough good players and my bench sucks, because that's what it was. He's not going to say that. He's just going to say, like, I worked them too hard, like he did, or, you know, they ran out of gas, whatever. And I think he got a lot of minutes out of a lot of players. I think most of our starters played really, really well.
But don't take the blame, because if you're taking the blame, then the pressure's on him.
You can't. You blame the players, you lose the players. You can't.
Just don't say anything then.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, I don't know. I just think he's all right to say what he said there. I don't think any coach goes out
not
there.
The end of the world.
But how many other coaches would go out there and say, you know, Toa, you sucked. You missed 2 tackles, or Mason, you missed 3 tackles, or you know, Sione missed 9 tackles, and you know, our right edge sucked. That's why we lost the game.
But just say then, you know, we've run out of steam. It's unfortunate.
We've run out of players, mate. We don't have 17 players in that squad every week. We probably had 14 this week, which was okay. Maybe 13 to a degree, but yeah, you need 17 players in this, and they don't have to be all great players. Yeah. 17 players that do a job, and you can't have 2 or 3 weak links.
All right, player ratings time for one last round. So we'll play the over/under game as we go through the team. Drew Buller 6.9. So we'll go from Rob down to Az. Go.
Absolute garbage. Much higher than that.
Yeah, I would have done that. 7.
He was my match day man of the match.
He was good.
Yeah,
well, not brilliant, but good.
Way unders.
5.0 for Taruva.
Quiet game. Not that he did. Well, I guess he was on that right edge where people want to blame him. But, you know, as Adele pointed out the other night, when it's 2-on-2, Tito's got to trust Toa to make the tackle on Brimson, and he's staying on his winger. So I don't think he did much wrong, really, but that's probably a bit low.
Yeah, I think a bit low.
Yeah, a bit low.
Taylor May 6.5.
Fair?
Yeah, fair.
Very low.
Why is that?
Yeah, you gave, like I said before, you've given Taylor the 3.
Got him in your points.
You got him the 3. Gave him the 3 this week.
I think Aaron's giving him 3 for the guilt complex. You didn't want him signed.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I'll get to it when we get to our 3-2-1s. But
Okay. So sitting on it. Sitting on his take. Stafford Tower 4.0.
That might be high, but that's fair.
Just fair.
Slightly low.
Macca 7.1.
Fair.
Fair. Yeah,
Proper
right.
score, I think.
Nothing wrong.
Fair.
Pretty good.
Jerome 5.5.
Unfair, but I can see why he would be downgraded a bit, because when Latu came off the field, we really needed him to own the team, because Heath Mason certainly wasn't going to do it on the right side. And that grubber kick that led to them going down the other end and eventually scoring probably hurt. So probably a little bit harsh because we expect more from him. But yeah, I don't know. I know what the boys think, but I probably would say he's more like a 6.5.
I'd say 6.
I'd say a little bit higher than what he got as well. Yeah.
Freezy, I did see your super chat, but because there's a question in it, I'll get to it once we chat a bit more. On that topic. But I appreciate it. Thank you for your $2. Appreciate it. Who are we up to? Latu Fainu 6.7, a bit harsh considering he's
just slightly harsh. I think he was more like a 7.5 for me. I liked what he did.
Yeah, 7 for me.
I'd say it's a little harsh as well.
6.1 for Terrell. That's very low for Terrell. He's been 7+ probably all year.
Probably that missed tackle late in the game probably stood out where someone went right past him. But no, you can't knock. So what did he do? 77 minutes or something?
One quiet game. If anyone deserves to be tired, it's him.
Exactly. I get tired just reading his minutes.
Yeah. So you know what? Give him whatever he wants. He's great.
Low again.
Appy 6.0.
I'm a little bit I'm a bit like Adele. I'm kind of a favourite of mine. I think that's
he was
a bit
okay.
low.
Yeah,
I thought he was all right.
Yeah.
Bit low as well.
So far 4.4.
Depends where you put brain farts in terms of, because
there's a big sliding doors moment.
Guys, up until that loose ball carry when we regained the ball from the dropout, I think that was his best 20 minutes of the year. He 100%. Was everywhere, cover defense, really aggressive, leading the line speed, everything great, and he just undid it with it. Like, everyone can make a mistake, but that was just such a dumb thing to do at 10-0 up, and you just got to have a little bit more game awareness at that stage.
Samuela 7.3.
Low.
He was unbelievable.
He was our best player.
So good. Yeah. 5.9 for Sione.
So what's our highest score for the whole game? Is it
Samuela?
Okay, well,
Royce Hunt tied him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
5.9 for Sione.
That's probably overs. 9 missed tackles on the right edge. That was one of his rare bad games. Love what he's done all year, but he got found out the other night.
Agree with Rob.
I agree as well.
Twally 6.0.
Maybe half a point down.
Yeah, I would have given him 6. Yeah, 6.5. He was okay.
A bit low.
He tries hard every game.
Speaking of which, I saw someone in the form wants the halfer. Was that you to put in the form? You want the half points for the rating?
You half points.
Okay, someone said in the rate they're backing you up. They want the half point option.
Oh, I said that we should have half points.
Yeah, that must be.
No, I didn't do it.
Well, in Shane's case, you make sure there's a 9.5. He's never giving anyone a 10.
No one's getting a 10. I'm telling you.
It's like what's the number called when it never hits the axis? What's the number called? Help me out. Anyone good at maths?
Parabola?
There's a formula.
I'm
when it doesn't.
Good.
Someone help me out.
I don't know what that.
There's a word for it. It's a number that never actually touches the axis. Someone will tell me.
Going to look it up.
Someone's smart enough.
Thank you, Jay.
Our listeners are smart enough.
And once you tell us, we'll all say, of course, we knew what it was.
5.0 for Fanua.
Yeah, I don't want to knock him, but he's just had a bad year, or bad back half of the year anyway. Ever since he came back from injury, he's not the player we expected.
Needs the off-season.
Yeah, I agree.
About right.
Bigger and better next year.
3.1 for Heath Mason.
Yep, fair.
I don't know. I think it was low. I don't think he's as bad as everyone makes out. Yeah, he's not a first grader, but as Adele said the other night, he's our best option.
You just said he's not a first grader.
He's not.
So then that's a fair score then.
Yeah, but again, I don't think it was a 3. 3's like putrid.
Mate, they carved him up like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, but we're already behind the 8 ball when he come on.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't making mistakes.
Well, we were winning when Latu came off.
I see both your arguments.
It wasn't just him. Toa was bad. Sione missed 9 tackles. We've not throwing it all on him, but that's 2 games. The Cowboys and the what do you call it? The Titans, where Latu comes off and we're falling to shit on that right edge.
What do you got? 3? I'd be giving him 4.5. So
Okay.
Oh,
it was a poor game.
That'll make him
It
feel
was a
better.
poor game.
Mum and Dad, Shane gave me a 4.5. I'm okay.
It was a poor game, but
Yeah.
I think he cops a lot of shit.
Yeah, he does cop a lot of shit, but anyway, don't want to bash
7-3 for Royce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very good.
Fair.
Yeah, it's about right.
And 4-1 for Suka.
Wasn't really on for long. I think he made 11 or 13 tackles, none missed, nothing fancy. So he did his job, but yeah, he's a bit of a Joe average.
All these players that we're not smashing up, but all these players, they're going to be good. You know, like Suka, Murray, they're all kids.
They should be given time to see if they're going to be good. I don't know if they're going to be good.
No, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
I'm not going to say Suka is going to be good. I'm not going to say.
I think we'll at least get 2 out of the 4.
Who are the other two?
Maybe.
I still think
Murray?
Luke. I think Luke
You're not
Lower.
getting Hope's a catch.
Charlie Murray is not as young as you think.
No, I'm not saying Hope, but I think the Lualidi, what kid, Luke,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Luke,
Well, they're super young.
I think they're going to be our Trebojeviches. I really do. I think
Big
there's
call.
something special. You watch. I said
They're
it
very
first.
young. They're
I
still
said this first. Take this down.
I don't think Kit's
It's on
going
the
to be there
internet.
next year, mate. I think he's gone.
Is he? Okay. Well,
I
I take that back.
No, I don't think he'll be playing first grade. Put it that way.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. But again, we've just had to, and we did it last year. We brought too many kids up way too early because we had to because of our depth. Hopefully in the off season we can jag, a couple more.
I think backs need a little bit more time because there's a little bit more involved. Like forward play is running hard, holding the fucking ball and tackling, and Kit can't do that.
Yeah.
Greg and JM in the comments saying I simp to. I can't even pronounce it. That's not what I was thinking. A
Spell it for
sympto.
me.
A sim. It's like asymmetric, like a simp.
Yeah.
So we know
Never heard of
we
it.
know a few a simps. A tote. A simp tote.
There's a guy on Twitter that's a simp.
Simp of the tote bag.
So no try anyway. Never reached the line.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Well done. As 3-2-1.
So I gave my 1 to Royce. Like we've mentioned, it was probably one of his best games for the club. Scored 2 tries, 1 try with his first or second touch or something, and looked like the player that we thought we might get when we signed him. So I don't know if he's going to be there next year, but if he's not going to be there next year, at least he's finished his time at the Tigers on a bit of a high. I gave my 2 points to Sam Weller. Again, I thought he had a really good game, defended well, set up Royce's second try with a really good bat back, probing runs as well. Almost all of his runs were probing runs, and just really solid game. Again, I think he's been wonderful this year. And yeah, like was mentioned before, I gave my 3 points to Terrell. And I remember watching the game and just seeing there were so many times he looked dangerous when he had the ball. He also made a lot of crucial defensive decisions and defensive plays that.
Is it Terrell or Taylor? Sorry.
Talon.
Yeah, I thought you said
Yeah,
Terrell.
you said Terrell.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I meant Taylor.
That's my trick.
That's all
I was doing
right.
that
Just
stuff.
making sure, mate. All good.
Yeah, no, what Josh does is we'll say Sam Weller and he'll put Latu on on the thing. But
Don't
yeah,
worry,
so
I've got 3 points, 2 points, 3 points here. So how good am I?
I did chuckle when I saw
We're
it.
saying the
noticed
the
it
players
2
need the
days
off
later.
season. We need the off
Yeah,
season.
I can't wait for the offseason.
But yeah, I thought Talon really good defensive work, especially because he had a really young and really inexperienced player outside him, and I think he really lifted a level to kind of make up for that. And obviously, Hamasi didn't have to do too much defensively, but Talon did lock down that outside edge fairly well, I thought.
Roberto, who'd you go?
Okay, I went Latu for 1 point, and I thought he had a great game. His kicking game was quite good. Scored a try, although he probably wouldn't have scored the try if he'd have seen the 3-on-1 out the right prior to him scoring a try. And obviously, when he came off, we were a different team, especially defensively, and in attack, we couldn't go that way because we had nothing doing. So he really made a difference when he did come off. So I gave him a point. Could have gone for either one of these 2 guys for man of the match, but I went Sam Weller for the 2 points. He's probably had 3 outstanding games in a row, and that was another one. His line run that led to Marcy's first try in the NRL was fantastic when he got offloaded that ball to Luai. And then man of the match, I've gone Buller again. I'm pretty surprised how low his numbers were. I don't know. I mean, does a guy need to wear a cape? He's magnificent every week.
That try score was
unbelievable.
And
that was a
he's
highlight.
done it a few times now.
Yeah.
If they don't freaking cheat and get in his way, or when he's not pulled up for a fucking disruptor, like
I said it 6 weeks ago, he might not be in the best, 6 fullbacks or whatever in the game. I wouldn't swap him for anyone.
Yeah,
I love
Well,
it.
at the moment, he's showing so much promise. Again, he's a kid.
He's our fullback. I love that, and hope Richo gets the deal done and extends him ASAP.
100%. By your vote, Samuela got the 3, Royce the 2, Macassini got the 1. And at the end of season scores, the best player in the West Tigers, according to you guys, for you guys as well, to my right as well, is Terrell May, as he ran away with it. Dream got pretty close, 87 in the end for Terrell, 70 for Dream. Adam Dewey, who
flew home like a
44.5, Appy 36, Jerome 26. Terrell ended up being our 6th best player for the year.
Talon, you mean?
Talon, sorry. Talon.
At least it's not just me.
Fador Pole, 7th, 22.
Yeah,
that shows how good he was at the start of the year.
True.
So then Taruva, Latu, and Twali tied in the back end there. So, yeah, Terrell May, best player this year. Do you think that's an accurate?
I think Terrell May's been the best signing in the NRL.
Yeah,
absolutely, he has.
For us, so he's been
unbelievable.
Kelly Barnes winner?
I think so, but there's going to be a strong argument for Buller. But I think Buller
missed injury though.
Yeah,
he missed injuries.
And Terrell as well should be one of 2 Dally M prop of the year when that gets announced on Dally M9.
He didn't get suspended, did he, this year?
No.
He played every game, didn't he?
He actually needed to get suspended so he could get a breather.
Right, do you boys, do you want to read out any comments, your comments of the week? I haven't put them up on a slide.
I might have to
do you want
for some of them. No, thank you.
Irrational number. Shane Swanson saying, is it a rational number you were thinking?
A rational number. I thought it was like an exponential number. Maybe I don't know. I haven't done maths since
I'm
I
an
graduated.
irrational fan sometimes, I'll say that.
Who was your $20 Orange Grove voucher winner?
So the $20 voucher from me went to Brigo, who said, thought I was watching a replay of the Cowboys game. Disappointed those lessons were not learnt by the coaching staff and players. Proved they could go toe-to-toe with minor premiers Canberra and then succumb to lowly Titans. Whether it's fitness or lack of mental toughness, the off-season has arrived just in time to rectify these glaring issues. Season 2026 brings the most hype for Tigers fans in many years, with expectations high after glimpses of a team that could break the finals drought rather than break the hearts of their fans.
Found a controversial one which I don't fully agree with, but it's worth a read because Kim's normally on the money, but I don't totally agree with the Jerome part. First half sensational, second half inept. It started bad and turned to shit when Latu went off, which I agree with. And our leaders, Appy, and especially Jerome, didn't know what to do. I've said it before, Jerome Luai is an imposter that only looks good when he's got a half that knows how to play. I'm glad the season is done. We didn't get the spoon, but we really need direction for the full 80 minutes in every game next year, or it's going to be the same old disappointment. Probably very harsh on Jerome, but I do respect Kim's opinion because she's normally...
That's not your winner, though, is it?
I don't... Or she... No, that's...
She chick. No, yeah.
Honestly, I'm not... I can't... No offense to the other people there. I can't give a winning ticket to... We were never going to win the game. Everyone should get 1 point out of 10. All this sort of stuff. So a lot of them were no thank you. So...
Well, at least we know that the guy who put everyone as a 1 is part of the reason why we said unders for a lot of the players.
Yeah, I think give the winner 2 tickets.
Like two vouchers.
2 vouchers.
2 vouchers.
Yeah,
okay.
Give Aaron's one because I read that one. That was it. Or have you read yours, that one yet or not?
That was the one I just read out. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I thought
All
that
right.
was pretty smart.
I'll bring up Freezy's super chat. So he's proposed Harrison Hassett has been released. What are your guys' thoughts on that? As I get the...
We didn't want him and we went after Maverick Guy. So we had the choice of either. And I'm being told Hassett's going to go to the Roosters. Whether that happens or not, I don't know.
Anyone else got a take on that while I get the survey ready?
If we looked at him and we knocked him back. There must be a reason. So
was it Jay or Joey in the Discord that had high praise on, or someone in the Discord had high praise on Hassett? And
there's a lot of high praises on the Discord for Hassett. I haven't seen much of him except that try he scored when Penrith rested all their players out in Bathurst or wherever they were playing Mudgee, or who did they play that night where he scored a try against someone out there. They lost. It might have been Newcastle. I think they played Newcastle that night, and Hassett scored a try.
Just on
I think
just
that might
on
be the one.
Kim's comment, and I've been critical of Jerome as well, Kim, but we got to remember, this is, he's been at Penrith his whole life. He needed this season, I think. I think we're going to see a better Jerome next year.
But she's just saying that he plays well when the halfback inside's going well, and when Adam has been going well, he's looked good. And until Adam got there, he wasn't looking good.
Oh, okay. I
think that's what she's. So when Adam wasn't there or Latu came off, he didn't really step up, and I think that's why he got the 5.5.
Yeah,
on our rating.
Sorry, my bad.
That's not your bad. It's your opinion, but I'm just saying I think that was her logic.
Only because I've been critical of him this year as well. But
yeah, it's a lot of. I mean, the criticism is because of his salary mostly. So, which I guess when you're on 1.2, you can. You're up for criticism, I guess. Righto, time for the end of season survey. Thank you to everyone who responded. First up, your rating of Benji Marshall this year. So the main towers around is in the 7 out of 10 there, a couple of 6, a couple of 8. You guys got a rating for Benji's performance this year out of 10 at all?
Just to make Shane happy, 6.5.
I was going to say 6.5, I swear.
Really? Okay. Well, I go
6.5.
Well, I was sitting here doing the survey just before we went live, so I can pull up my responses. I gave him a 7.
7.
What did you give him, Josh?
6.5.
I'd do it. I'm in neutral.
Year,
I'm Switzerland.
That's not too bad.
I didn't do my own survey.
Okay.
Most improved forward this year. Does someone have a take on that? The people have said Sione Fainu. 41% said Sione Fainu. 27% said Samuela Fainu. 21% said Twali.
I think all three are good choices, but they probably got them in the right order too.
Yeah, I'd have them in the same order, and I had Sione as my answer.
Let us know in the comments too what your
I think
are.
I had Samuela.
Best player in the forward this year, pretty.
One guess who?
88%. Terrell May. Samuel got 5 votes. Appy got a few. Twali and Fanua Pole. We know who voted for Fanua Pole, don't we?
G'day, Noons.
Best performing player in the backline this year. 56% of the vote went to
Bulla Bulla.
Bulla Bulla, yep.
You know what? I said Taruva. Oh, so do we say
best performing?
I put Tito.
Yeah, 11 people.
I
said
did
that.
because he was just solid. Scored tries, defended well. The hit ups, after a kick, just the amount of them that made us yards, unbelievable.
I mean, it wasn't Bulla's
Bulla was
fault,
great
but
as well.
He missed a lot of games, not his own fault, obviously, but depends how you. I mean, that's the beauty of this survey. You can pick whoever you want, even if it's Fanua Pole for best forward of the year. Adam Dewey got 16%. Taruva got 13%, and then a few Talon May votes. And Jerome Luai got 3 votes. There you go.
Wow.
Most improved player in the backline this season, pretty dominant too. Who would you could say? So Adam Dewey's got 57%.
I was going to say Adam, but I've always rated Adam, so it's not really much of an improvement for me.
Yeah,
you got to say he had a great year, though.
He has had a great year, no doubt. And defensively, he was really good in the centers too.
Bulla was up there as well, though.
I said Latu. I think he's had a less injury affected year this year. He's shown us a little bit more of what he's capable of, and I've really liked what I've seen from him. Hopefully he just gets a lot more time to gel over this off season with Jerome, and they can actually form the halves combination that we want to see. Obviously they wouldn't really have done that too much over the last preseason because our attack was the combinations was centric on a player who is no longer there. So we'll have another crack this off season.
Brian's have a bit of a time in the comments.
What's going on in here?
Yeah.
I've just been looking at it.
He's very anti.
We're all West Tigers fans. Stop bluing in the chat.
Anti what?
I don't know if he's a Tigers fan or not.
Oh, okay.
Problem.
He's very anti-Jerome. He's basically becoming the Gary of Jerome there.
No one can be a Gary of anything, really. So,
That's right, Shane. We do think alike. Right?
He doesn't like the pie charts either. So must be his first time watching the show.
Anything else?
Covers our heads. So
would you prefer line graphs? Should I do line graphs? Bar graphs? Yeah, there's something.
Scatter plots.
Maybe some parabolas.
I think he needs a chill pill.
Bell curves.
Yeah, bell curve.
One this one's up for. There is a bit of a dominant person in this somewhat. Your favorite West Tigers player?
Ooh, well, I think I know who they're going to vote for. It's not going to be my favorite player, although I love him. They're going to vote for Taruva.
No.
No? Okay.
Who is yours, Rob?
Oh, look, obviously I'm going for someone that's been there longer than anyone else. So my favourite player is Adam. But, I mean, Jareem's getting there. Terrell's getting there. Taylor will get there. There's plenty. I love Latu. I love all of them. They're great players. We've got a lot of great players in our team. But, yeah, I thought they would have gone for Tito just because he's so animated and passionate and ripping the claws out whenever he gets a chance.
He needs to relax a bit, though, with this carry on. Anyway.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's just who he is.
He had one bad game against Canberra.
No, it's not about the game.
The whole year. Like he's backed it up, mate.
I don't know.
You got to have some swagger.
It reminds me of my son with the bros and the.
They're all like that.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, we had something else that became a sensation for a totally different reason this year, and he wasn't necessarily involved in that. The players who were doing the COD had Tito there, and he was still doing claws.
Yeah, that was Samuela that started that.
31% went to Dream Buller.
That was a winner?
Dream Buller was the winner.
Okay.
Next is Appy with 15%.
I went Appy. I was happy.
Jerome 14%. Adam 8%. Obviously not Gaz voting there. Terrell got 7%. Bit of love for Sunia. Safe Half got 2 votes. There you go. Good on you, Safe Half. Twally got 4.
Riff Raff has a friend.
Pole got a couple. Tumif got 1. Shouts to Brendan's mum there. But yeah, Brian's also, he doesn't like, he said he's saying pie charts are low IQ.
I've never liked that.
He wants scatter plots. He does.
He's getting confused with Gary Watson, not me. I've loved Adam all the time. Brian, you're a dickhead. Get stuffed.
And you don't like pie charts.
Seriously, like
pie charts are low.
Look at everything I've said about Adam. I've never fucking knocked him. Who is this fucking troll?
When you have this many possible answers, pie charts are the best way to display them.
I was about to say that as.
Can't I zap him or do something?
How does he think a scatter plot would look on a screen?
What about Expelliarmus COD
display value?
Come on, man. Trying to do a show here. This guy's fucking putting shit in my mouth.
A dib. Do you know any dibs?
No, he was trolling me and Adele, I think, when we were doing stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, move on, eh?
just for what it's worth, I said Jareem.
Who would I pick?
There's no wrong answers, by the way.
You can't pick Sean Bloor.
Yeah, Sean Bloor. He's not he's not in it anymore. So
you've still got those pictures of him up on your bedroom wall.
I think I said Samuel last year. I think I'm going to stick with Samuel. Which goes against my Discord name. But
just check your sports bet account. That'll probably determine.
Yeah, I do back him the most.
Yeah,
and he pays out pretty well every now and then.
You back the Fanus a fair bit.
I do. I love the Fanus. I'm a big fan of the Fanus. Right, a favorite game of 2025. So 59% chose one game, and having attended this game, even though it was pouring down rain, I got to stand on the field before the game for the tunnel, and this is by far my favorite game of the year that the people have voted for, the win over the Bulldogs.
Yeah, can't deny that. And we touched on this a little bit in our end of season review on Claws Out podcast, which will be out late tomorrow. We pre-recorded that Sunday, but yeah, we kind of agreed on Canterbury. But Adele did mention his favourite game was the Cronulla game at Leichhardt, which I loved, and that was a special win on a special weekend. But yeah, the Canterbury game that brought out some. I mean, were you at the game, Shane? Yeah. Yeah, put the up.
Yeah, go to Canada.
Yeah, I was at home, sort of carrying on like Brenton Speed commentating for Bull. Yeah, my wife and I were absolutely losing our shit over those tries. I just couldn't believe the scoreline. Like even at half time, I was like, "What's going on here?" Not in my wildest dreams did we think we were going to get a result like that.
I said the game against Manly at SFS, and the reason why I said that was I had some really good company around me in that game. Some fans of the show having a chat to me as well.
Yeah, that was
some good celebrations throughout the game as well. Plus, it's been the only time this year I've also got to see the women's team win, so that kind of adds a little extra for me as well.
Yeah, Brocker at the game too.
And I'd have to say, given how shit scared I was after we conceded a try in the first minute, to see the way the team fought back showed me a lot of what they're capable of, and what I hope to see a lot more from them next year. Minus the actual conceding the try in the first minute part.
That similar. My answer would have been in a similar vein to you there. If we had have held on against the Cowboys.
Absolutely.
That would have been my pick.
It would have been my pick if we had held on.
I was there with my dad. I was there with my son. As I mentioned when we reviewed the game, every single thing about that day was perfect except that 6 minutes of hell. It would have been such a perfect, the last home game of the year, still in mathematical contention. Dad's there, son's there. Like it would have been.
The weird thing about it is there are still so many good moments that I'll cherish from that day.
Yeah,
like,
that's
really
the thing.
weird.
I'm
looking back at that game fondly instead of looking at it like regretfully. It's weird because normally, like if we lose a game, I just block it out of my system. But that Buller try and half time, that'll never be. And even Luai's try, that was really special too.
Least favorite game.
Hold on, I haven't said.
Oh, sorry, Shannon.
I'm with Az, the Manly game. Being an ex-Magpie, it's always great to.
We had a fun day.
Smash Manly, and but more so over the game was just the meet and greet with the guys from the podcast. Brocker was up from Melbourne. Jay was here. Brandon, Michael. We had a great time. We're on the groggo. Great seats. We won. Back to the pub. What a day.
Fresh stadium for the fresh liquor paint.
Apparently, yeah. No lineup at the bar, which was good. It was great, and we just played so well again. It was the perfect day for me. The Cronulla game was great, but it got too nerve-wracking. I don't remember the last 10 minutes.
Best part about it.
Oh no, I hate that.
Best part about it when you're hanging on for dear life and you hang on, and you escape with a victory.
Oh nah.
Beautiful.
Sit back and relax.
We don't win games.
I have too many grey hairs early from supporting the Tigers. And all of those heart attack games that we have to deal with, like the first two at Leichhardt.
Least favorite game of this year. It's 57% for the biggest loss of the year. We were here at the Orange Grove Hotel as we got smacked. And I would say the only game this year where the boys really put in a pretty shit effort. They started with a bit of effort, but it's just every other game I feel like this year we were in the fight at some stage of the game. That one, not so much. So I'd probably agree with that.
Look, obviously it's clearly the worst by scoreline and for every other reason probably, but mine was actually round one. I had so much hope and hype, and it wasn't just the fact that we lost a halftime lead, but the style of play that we played that day was just so fucking boring. And the crowd was really like amped up for a big performance, and just to see everyone walking out with their heads down and stuff like that, it was like, oh, we're going to be in for a really poor year. And obviously, thankfully we won our next two games, but just that feeling of going there and expecting something really special to happen, and it didn't happen. And Newcastle were awful that day too, and we still lost.
I'll say every game at Campbelltown. Because we should have won every one of those. And how often can you say that? What was it as? 12 points in total.
I think it was more like 16.
16 was it?
As corrected me a few weeks ago. One of the games was 10.
The Rabbits game was 10.
Right at the end after Galvin dropped the ball over.
Canberra hurt because we came back and we should have won and we didn't. And I knew back then those games would bite us in the ass at the end of the year, and they did. So... yeah,
the Rabbits one in particular is probably the biggest culprit there, considering the Rabbits are one of the 4 teams that finished below us on the ladder, losing that game to them.
Second highest was the Titans game just gone, so the last game of the year. And then Cowboys at Leichhardt was third. So a lot of people heartbroken by that result.
Yeah, especially when you get big leads in 2 games and you blow them. 12-point lead and a 16-point lead.
A few comments there. I don't know if you boys want to pick out any people saying what their favourite game was. Have a look and say they said why.
I'll just jump in. I love Brocker and Jays because they said what I said about the Discord catch up.
Yeah, that was good.
We'll
try to do more of that.
I'll just read out this page. Joey Lolash. G'day, Joey.
In the
We'll
chat
speak to
there.
you later tonight. Beating Galvin and the Dogs is good enough, but Samuela doing the core just made it a memory of a lifetime. Fanua Bolle Fan Club Noons. Call the Eels at the Eels because fuck the Eels. Brocker.
You got a point there.
Seagulls at SFS. Got to hang out with a few of the Discord members, which is what Shano was talking about, and we won. Scott Patton Bulldogs at Combank showed our heart. Jay Seagulls at SFS. Pre-game with the podcast legends. A lot of podcast legend stuff going on here. Troy Barch. Bulldogs at Combank. Fuck the Dogs and fuck Galvin. So
yeah,
pretty common theme there with Canterbury and Galvin and F-Woods.
Yeah. All justified.
All justified. Just according to the voters what games did you attend the most? So Titan, Leichhardt, Sharks and Cowboys, both, almost half our voters went to that one. Knights at Campbelltown, I think, is the next highest there. And then Seagulls, SFS as well. Eels at Combank at Easter. So, yeah, it's our attendance. I think they brought out the attendance figures this year. I think we're
middle of the road.
Middle of the road. Next year, in saying that, middle of the road, but we sold out stadiums and you can't fit anymore. Like if our stadiums could hold a few more people, we probably would have nudged up probably a couple of grand and got to win games. So no reason why we can't have a few if we start winning games in our Combank games. Did we host Easter this year or they host Easter?
We did.
We
So
did.
it'll be their
So
turn
it'll be
next
theirs
year.
next- predicting the grand final winners. So about half of the voters reckon the Raiders are going to win the comp. I mean, they finished first, I guess. Next up, Panthers. So Raiders-Panthers seems to be the consensus there. A little bit of love for the Broncos and the Storm as well. What are you guys thinking for the grand final?
Canberra, Melbourne. Can they do that with the way they're set up?
You can have any combination of the top four.
Yeah, I think Canberra will get there, and the Storm will just get there through experience. And I think the Storm will win it.
Yeah,
no idea, boys. I had Canterbury. I had Canterbury 2 months ago. I got no idea. I love how the Roosters are playing now. I said they couldn't make the 8. Now I think if they get hot, they can win it.
And they are getting hot.
Brisbane could beat.
Brisbane
could beat the Raiders. The Raiders are going well, but they might get there to the grand final. I don't know if they'll win it. I don't know. There's just something about them.
I think the occasion will get to them, unfortunately.
There's just no
I hope
team
not.
that's sticking out and saying wow. But yeah, definitely. I think Roosters
we've been saying that for months about the Raiders. And they just keep winning.
Yeah, but even Penrith are like, look at the position they're in. They've dropped Jenkins this week, who's like one of the leading try scorers.
Yeah.
To put Alamotti in, like that shows you how well they're going as well. The one team, look, they'll probably win the comp now. The one team that I don't think can win it is New Zealand. So just watch them beat the Panthers.
Cronulla won't win it.
Yeah, they've come good the last couple of weeks. Yeah, but I agree with you. I think the Roosters are better than them.
What team is your most hated? There's two standouts here, and I agree with both of them. I think I'm on record that Parramatta is mine. They are second in the votes, but half our voters said the Bulldogs. So
mine's the Roosters, but I love watching them play. Like, so it's kind of a bit of a weird
Roosters.
Like, yeah, as long as the Roosters don't win the comp, I'm very happy. But yeah, Roosters for me.
Hate Manly's guts.
The old
I wonder why.
Silvertails.
I said Sharks.
Because you experience it, Shark.
And I'll just go back and say about the finals. So the way, like, I've looked at the bracket and stuff like that. The only thing I can confidently say is if the Storm win against the Bulldogs this week, then they'll be in the grand final because their side of the bracket is the easiest if they win.
They got on their side.
So if they win against the Dogs, their opponent in the prelim will be either the loser of Raiders Broncos.
So yeah,
That's down
Or-
there though. The Raiders play them down there.
Yeah.
Or the winner of the winner of Sharks Roosters.
oh, I don't think that's easy.
I think
Darren.
they'd beat any of those four in
Roosters just
Canberra.
put 40 points on
in
in
Melbourne,
one
sorry.
half.
Mm.
If they get through. Anyway, we'll see.
I reckon Broncos Raiders.
I
Sorry, not Broncos Raiders. Broncos Storm. Grand final.
That's what I said at the start of the year, but I can't back that up. I actually said Melbourne to win the comp and to beat Brisbane, but
I think Broncos and Storm win
Can't-
this
I've
weekend.
changed
Get a
my
week
line
off
100
and make
times.
it.
But why aren't any of us saying Penrith? That's
they
weird.
can win it.
It's just hard to win. You got to win
Oh,
3 in a
they can win
row. They could, but they'll beat the Wires. I think they'll shit on the Wires.
Who
But
would they have second week, Aaron? The loser of who?
loser of Storm Dogs. I think they eliminate the Dogs in straight sets.
that'd be great. That'd be great if they can do that.
Jay reckons Penrith.
Mm.
I
Maybe.
I think the Raiders are a chance, but the thing about the Raiders that makes me a little iffy on them is they remind me of the Panthers of 2020, where they went on this massive winning run.
Mm.
I think
too
they'd
early.
lost the first 2 games of the season before the shutdown. The season restarted with a game against the Knights in Newcastle, which played out a 90-minute draw. And then they go on something like a 17-game winning run, including their finals. They get to the grand final and they get beat by the Storm. And it was an experience of the whole adage of you need to lose one to win one. So the Raiders, for me, this year feel like they could be in that situation. They might get to the grand final. I think they'll back themselves if they host a prelim against the Panthers, which to me is the most likely outcome. The Panthers would have probably backed themselves as well, knowing what they've got. But I think the win by the Raiders in Mudgee, 3-4 weeks ago, however long it was, will give the Raiders a lot of confidence that they can match it with them. And being a home game, probably off a rest as well, that to me shapes as potentially the prelim of the century.
Prelim of the century. Well, you went at Dragons, Tigers. 5.
Ain't that the truth?
Your least hated team. So could you pick a second favorite team?
I have a
Or
soft
at
spot
least
for the Wars.
The Wires, Wires is a good answer. The Dolphins got the most votes. The Wires was second, followed by the Raiders. So
I
no,
don't think I've got one. I'm trying to run through all the
it
teams.
used to be the Panthers for me. I had a soft spot for the Panthers, but it's hard to since so many bandwagon fans have jumped on them
I love the Storm.
now. The Storm,
The Melbourne Storm.
Cook.
I love them. I love watching them. I love the players. I love Craig Bellamy.
That seems to be a thing. Magpie fans.
all
love
the
the
resentful
Storm.
Magpie fans go
Yeah.
for the Storm. Who was the guy we had?
No, who's that?
Um,
Oh, that bloke. Yeah, he used to be a mad Magpie.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
then
Very, very
Yeah,
knowledgeable.
but
guy. I
I'm
just forgot
not. I'm
his
not
name.
swapping whoever he's like.
Starts with W.
Poor act.
Woods,
Poor effort.
Woobs.
Woobs.
Wo-
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Something like that.
Do you remember Az?
I remember him,
Yeah.
but I don't
He
remember
was
his
really
name.
good. Campbelltown last year.
Yeah,
actually.
he was on it.
I met him at Campbelltown too.
Yeah,
guy.
he did a
Nice bloke.
post
but
game.
you
He's a
should-
legend.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
do what he did.
What?
You can't just drop a football side and start supporting another one. You can't do it.
You
Well,
can't.
he was pro Western Suburbs Magpies.
So
and
what?
He was
So
hurt.
was I.
He was hurt. He
I can
didn't have a
guarantee you, I was at more games, more West Magpie games than him. You just can't do it. It's
Okay.
out of order.
Well,
I
you can
agree.
do what you want, actually. But anyway,
It's a free
Not in
country.
my eyes.
Let a thousand blossoms bloom, Shano. 32%. Sorry, where do you predict the Tigers to finish on the ladder in 2026? People are a bit confident this year. Highest vote was for 8th with 32% of the vote, 19% of 7. So a total of more than 50% are saying 7th or 8th, or even 14% for 6. People are feeling it for next year. People are thinking top 8.
hope so. Depends who we sign.
Injury.
Did Last get any votes? If so, I have a feeling I know who won. If it was one, who it would have been.
Our haters,
Oops.
our haters don't do our forms. Our haters just get in our mentions. No one said 16th. There was one 15th, a couple of 13ths, a few 12ths.
I know I had
5
us in the
10s.
bottom 3, but I can't remember.
Was there a 16th?
Is that
No.
for this year? We talking?
Yeah.
No, next year. No, we're
Oh,
talking
not
next year.
I didn't fill out the
Yeah,
form,
no, this year.
I said 8th just to say 8th.
I said 7th.
Random
Or-
thoughts for the season, boys.
Jay's gone 4th.
Do you want to look in your form? Some random thoughts from the people
Sensational.
Random.
from the season.
So not.
So that's the second last column.
Oh, okay.
So the second last column, have a couple of people giving their thoughts on this season. Let us know.
Oh, okay.
While you do that, just a couple of survey questions in terms of membership. So 60% of those surveyed said they'll renew. 20% said they weren't a member this year and they won't be next year. So pretty staunch 20%. 15% said they're not this year, but will be back next year. And 4 people said they're unsure about next year.
The funniest comment is the refs in the bunker will be on our side next year. Bullshit.
Who said that?
That
Call 'em out.
was
They put
Tony
that.
Finch. Tony, I hope you're right. Very wishful thinking. Peter Dickinson with a really good random one. The sets of brothers we have in the Fainus, Mays, Lauliti will only tighten this squad. It's a unique thing. Plus, Appy and Sania are also cousins. So very much a family affair.
Nothing like a family affair. Talk about off-contract players next, but any other comments from the people, Shane? Can you read the writing? Should I
read it tonight? But I'm
okay.
no.
There's one from this diehard Magpie supporter. Getting to know more Tigers fans and building more rapport with each one through the Discord and having these great meet and greets at games. We have a very special group of people. I think his name is Shane Cahoot.
I said that.
Cahoot.
I said that.
Well done, Shane. Nice
I
comment.
enjoyed the camaraderie and the chats more than the actual football this year. So thanks to everyone.
That's what sport's
on
all
the
about.
Discord. And again, come out next year. Just get out there and meet.
I think the
That's
best part
all.
about
So
the
good.
Discord is
Yeah, the best fun.
when you started it, everyone came on to like basically ask us questions and get a little bit of feedback or inside goss.
They don't give a shit
And
about
then,
us now.
well, yeah, I left the group for a while there, obviously, because I got badgered. And everyone got to get on with each other. It doesn't need anyone there. Like
it's one big happy family.
Oh, yeah, very big happy family.
As I said, it's Twitter without the dickheads.
Yeah.
And haven't we met some of those?
And the funny part is you didn't even like screen anyone. You've just like added everyone, and they've just been magical people.
No,
They're so good.
So much respect.
No
You're
police
there's absolutely
checks.
no idiots.
Yeah.
There's no trolling from anyone onto another.
There's been no arguments. I don't think I've
Never.
ever seen a single
Just disagreement.
Other than
disagreements.
and friendly banter.
No, but disagreements of opinions. Fine.
We have a politics channel.
Yeah, which I've
Even
muted.
that's respect.
And even that's respectful.
Even that's
If you can
respectful,
if you can talk politics with people,
It wouldn't be if I was
Respect.
on there. Let me give you the tip.
yeah, I think you silenced that.
I
channel.
silenced it instantly.
Anyway, back to rugby league. In terms of players, so I got ChatGPT to download all the players off contract this year. So players that people, David Moali, who's he played? I don't even know who he plays for.
Is he South still?
I think he's South, yeah.
So 32% of the people said yes to him.
Okay.
25% keen for Kobe Hetherington, but I think
we signed him, and then they wouldn't get him released last year. So we actually Richo.
that's right.
Richo signed Hetherington. He signed Corey Horsburgh from Canberra, and both clubs wouldn't release him. But Hetherington's come good the last few weeks.
Joshua Parley, I think he's extending at Canberra. Maybe 25% said yes to
He's
him.
injured, by the way. He might not play this week.
I said Papali. I'd like to have him.
A lot said Bunny Afoa from the Warriors.
Yeah.
He's a bit like Royce Hunt, though. He's unbelievable, but he's got to turn up.
Yeah, a bit more of a.
Would he leave New Zealand? I guess he has to. He's not getting a contract. Harrison Hassett, as I mentioned before, 19% there. A couple of
Saliva Havili.
Thank you. Jack Hetherington, a couple. Tommy Talau. 10 people said Tommy Talau. Bring him back.
We need forwards, man.
Yeah. Siosu Takiyaho.
I said I wouldn't mind him. He goes on.
Yeah.
He's with Manly now. He was a former Rooster.
Yeah, but he's had
Yeah,
a
he
good
goes.
year.
Yeah. No, it's not a.
He's one of the ones that I picked. I think
We should have found out who Isaac Moses manages and put lines through those.
I noticed you didn't put Nelson on that list.
Is he off contract?
He's on contract.
Oh,
He's
okay.
technically under contract. So this is just according.
I agree
to
with Adele, though. I
Zero
think
tackle.
there's a big chance that we could end up with him, and
For sure.
I'd love to have him.
Yeah, Josh Papali. I narrowed it down to people can only pick one. Josh Papali got the most. David Moley second. Kobe Hetherington at third.
I said Takeaho for that one as well.
Shouts to the 7 females that contributed to this survey. So thank you to our lady listeners out there. Doreen was going to come tonight. Shouts to Doreen, but yeah, I didn't see Doreen come in, but hopefully we'll see much more of Doreen to start. She would be our match day Manny man of the post game reactions, I would say, for this year. Shouts to Doreen. How old are this is people surveyed. 42% of us are Gen Xers, like you boys. The angry, the angry generation.
The best generation.
29.
Back me up.
That's your generation.
We're not bad.
We're the best.
Us millennials, 29% as baby boomers. Shouts to all you baby boomers that figure out how to put the YouTube channel on every week. 20% there, and then Gen Z only 8%. They're too busy watching TikTok or I don't know, dyeing their hair.
What are the ones after 2000?
I'm actually surprised how close I am to
Gen Z.
To being a Gen Z.
They deserve special mention because like
they're special.
They've seen nothing. Like they would have been 5 or 6 when we made the semis in 10 and 11 and seen nothing since. So if you're still Tigers supporters, you are truly loyal people.
I put in this one. I put in just to see what the heritage of people are. Mostly white in the end, but maybe people didn't want to answer this. But we have three Lebanese listeners. Shouts to them. Three
Habibs,
but a few Maltese. Shouts to a few Maoris. A couple of Polish. There we go.
I'm one.
We got a Serb. We got a Spaniard in there. A Russian. Ukrainian. Let's hope they don't meet each other.
I'm half.
You're half what?
No. My dad's side, Ukrainian. My grandmother is, dad's side of the family. The mother, my grandmother's Polish. Grandfather's Ukrainian.
There you go.
Yeah.
A few Swedes, and then five others. I literally used ChatGPT. I typed in, "Give me the most common ancestries in Australia," and this is what it spat out, and it missed 5 of them. So, shouts to all our listeners. We love you, no matter where in the world you are from. Your supporter heritage. This panel, we are 50% Balmain, 25% Magpies, and then 25% West Tigers. So 62% of Balmain, 18% Magpies.
I thought that'd be higher actually
for Balmain.
Yeah, for Balmain. Yeah,
I don't understand why.
And I think the Magpie side would be.
It's been 25 years. So
should
anyone under 30, really?
Maybe.
Maybe. Although we've got an older listenership, so 13% like us just started following after 2000, and 5 listeners who were born after 2000, which makes me feel old. Other than NRL, what is the most popular sport that our listeners listen to? Test cricket. More than half of people excited for the Ashes this year. NFL was next highest, 34%. NFL was a great sport to watch. Started this week.
Sometimes.
Better than that ice hockey crap riffraff.
Nothing wrong with ice hockey.
How many did we get in ice hockey? We got 5 ice hockey.
I love ice hockey.
5 and I don't. It's really good to watch live ice hockey.
It's my second favorite.
It's hard to watch because the puck's so. Yeah. If you haven't got a big HD TV,
if you see it live,
it's fantastic. For sure. Yeah, but
you're right. You need.
Yeah, I've noticed on the TV they're starting to use technology to kind of put a little kind of highlight around the puck sometimes, that sort of thing. It's very hard. If you have
the more you get to
know
the game, you know where to look.
It's very fast. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, I've tried. I just don't have to. I'll watch any sport except for soccer. I don't really like soccer, but
I personally find all 4 of the US sports still to be a bit too stop and start, which is why I struggle to get into pretty much all of them. And I'll watch them here and there. Like obviously, I support an NFL team to the best of my ability. But as for the other 3, I watch if something's on.
Hockey's pretty fast.
I mean, there's a lot of
stoppages.
There's like icing penalties or stoppages and stuff like that. So
I tape all. You guys don't know I'm a mad Chicago Bears fan, and I.
No wonder you so angry.
I don't know.
Because
the Magpies,
fucking kid yesterday that couldn't throw the ball for 2.5 quarters.
I don't know what happened then. They were flying.
A few F1 fans. Shout out to Oscar Piastri getting effed over last week. In terms of your favorite Big Bash team, as you won by 1. There, your Thunder.
Yes,
your Thunder 46.
I'm with you, Az.
40.
I'm a sixer.
No, he's a sixer. You're with
I'm
me.
a sixer.
I'm Thunder.
No, Az is a bloody sixer. City yuppie. One for the Heat, one for the Renegades, one for the Scorchers. So, yeah, shout out obviously our interstate listeners. EPL, Liverpool, 11 Liverpool fans. Anyone follow EPL?
No.
Yeah, 15% Man U. Shouts to our other Shane, big Man U fan. Leeds is third.
Yeah.
Is that your team, is it?
Mate, that's my team from
There you go.
50 years ago, not from the Viduka Harry Kill days.
Shouts Matt Bungard, who we've had on the show as our South correspondent in our Boom Rookies, is a Leeds fan too, I believe.
Good man, Matt.
I never knew Leeds had a football team until about 5 years ago. But that's how much I know.
Out of it for so long. So long. We had so many near misses coming back up too.
16 Swans fans, as there you go. 7 Giants.
My people.
4 Collingwood fans.
It's got to be a Richmond fan there, surely.
4.
Good man.
4 Richmond fans.
Tigers podcast. Got to have some Tigers.
NFL, Bengals, obviously. 6 of them. 3 Seahawks. Couple of Dolphins. Obviously, Riff's one of those. Any Broncos? Yes. Shouts to my fellow Bronco in there. NBA. How many listeners have we got? Are they tuning out at the moment? Oh, no, they're still sticking with us. Shouts, legends. I know a lot of people don't like.
Don't forget to give us a like.
Bit of fun to end the season. This little throwback.
We promise if you're a first time listener, we don't talk. We never mention NBA on the show ever.
Oh,
more than twice.
Never.
70.9% Chicago Bulls fans. Are you a Chicago Bulls fan, Shane? Being a Bears?
No, I'm into NBA.
I think so.
No interest.
Really?
Not a hooper. Lakers 3, Rockets. A couple of Rockets. A few Celtics like you, Rob.
Yeah, I've kind of flip sides there. My wife likes the Celtics, and I enjoy the style of basketball they play. Although their team's been decimated now, they've ripped it apart.
The Celtics and Lakers are the Rabbitohs and Roosters of the NBA, and I hate both of them.
True. Successful teams, but
it makes me hate them even more. 2 Nuggets fans. Shout out to them. I'll look you up. I've got your email. We'll catch up in the off season. When did you first listen to the WestsLife pod or / West Tigers Life podcast? How many OGs we got? 16.
How many years has this been going?
2019, I started it.
Wow.
I think I jumped on a year later, but I'm actually not 100% sure. It was either 2020 or 2021.
I'm one of those OGs.
COVID. Yeah, I think it was COVID years. COVID year. You guys.
I came on for my first guest appearance in 2020. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I did start listening at some point in 2019.
Oh, God, I need the off season.
Need to go back to those rant days.
The vent pods.
I've mellowed.
Are you saying we should bring back Lee and Justin back to the club so we've got something to rant about?
Too sort of happy now. Like social media killed me.
We need something to complain about or something to celebrate. We're kind of in the we're in purgatory at the moment.
Man yells at the cloud.
I think the closest I got was the live stream the other day. That was probably the worst, especially when I started swearing in Arabic that probably no one understood.
I think YouTube can strike us for
bombs, and I started going off with all the Arabic stuff.
Shouts to the 7 people that found us this season, and a couple from last. But yeah, thank you to everyone. No matter if you found us
More than
last
7
week,
have found us. We've got so many subscribers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we only had 84 people in the survey, so it's
fair enough.
I should
we
say
had a lot
8%.
more subscribers this year.
We're
pushing that 2000.
We have
smashed that.
We win
what did we get
games. 23 something. So we wanted 2005 and we smashed it. So thank you to you legends on the YouTube. Subscriptions. How did you find us? Social media. There you go. My posting BS on the social media worked. Half of you found us on the socials. Podcast searching. That's the thing. You said you were searching. That's how you found me somehow. You searched for West Tigers and found us.
Yeah, so
I'm
pretty sure what it would have been. I would have been driving up to Sydney for a game, and I wanted to listen to something Tigers related to kind of hype me up for the game, and I think that's probably how I stumbled across
to me dribbling for half an hour.
Well, actually, no. The first episode I listened to, and I remember it clearly, was the Anthony Wiggle one.
Oh yeah, there you go. Shouts to Anthony Wiggle. I have to get him. Do you reckon we could get Anthony in the mic'd up studio? That'd be good.
I think because of mic'd up, we could. Yeah.
Yeah, and get John too. Oh man, imagine the mums that'll watch that show if we get John Purple Wiggle.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
the mums.
should be familiar.
Oh man, the mums
Did you see
love
that
John.
news story on him on Sydney Weekender?
No.
On John.
Built like a brick shit house.
Yeah, he's
unbelievable.
Most
Yeah.
purple people are built like brick shit houses. You look at all the super movies and whatever the superheroes.
The green
and
people
stuff
as well.
Yeah.
Actually, I met the other purple Lockie Wiggle. I shook Lockie Wiggles. I don't know if people know I got to meet them. I didn't get to meet Anthony. I've met Anthony before, but before a concert, I got to meet some of the Wiggles, and Anthony had COVID, so he wasn't there. But anyway, Lockie Wiggle, big unit, shook his hand. He's definitely he's got that big Queensland handshake. But yeah, shouts to the Wiggles. How good. Have to get the Tiger Wiggles back on the show. How do you listen? YouTube about half, Spotify about a third. There you go, with your ears. Nice one. The dad jokes after Father's Day.
Granddad jokes now.
Shouts to the 57% of you. So you listen to both episodes every week. So make sure you listen to our mic'd up episodes, our OG episodes. So thank you to everyone, even if you only listen to us when you feel like it. Appreciate you too. Tune in wherever you can. Hopefully bigger and better next year. Shouts to the mic'd up studios as well. How good is
Daniel's
Love
awesome.
it.
game changer? Absolute game changer. Do I publicly say who people liked the best as our our segments? Obviously,
Well, you
Adele.
got rid of Rob Stradamus thanks to these fucking surveys, so that just ruined half my tips, and you've cost all these punting listeners a lot of money. So, what are you going to scratch this year?
I didn't think you punted though.
No, I don't, but I like giving winners and stuff like that. And they said no, they didn't like it. Well, fucking fast forward for 3 minutes. Jeez, like there's fucking 2 hour.
We have 3,000 listeners, and I'm basing it off a survey, 80 people.
All right. So what don't they want to talk about?
Well, they loved Adele.
Yeah,
Everyone loves
it.
Adele. They love the news.
Yeah.
They love the game reviews. Quite like the player ratings, the viewer rants, the team list previews, talking. So the talkback shows got a little bit of love. They like the press conference clips. That's good to know. I didn't know if you guys like me press and play, struggling when they actually work the clips. So
I didn't think I had any rants, but there's some rants.
Yeah, which I wrote. Yeah.
Okay.
Half people still enjoy your rants whenever you didn't. Yeah, it wasn't a ranting year, was it? I put Rob Stradamus in there, and a third of people said they do like it,
need people
even though we
to
didn't
hate.
have it.
Oh, don't worry. When we're
Stats man, 40% nearly.
when we're 9 out of 10 in the NRLW next year, there'll be a big fucking rant. Don't you worry.
Your favorite guest
I'll join you for
host.
that one, Rob.
Yeah. Thank you, Aaron.
Their favorite guest host of the year, Adele.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys.
Don't even know if he's a guest host. I think he's like
Although
part of the.
a few
part of
people
the-
have voted. A few people have written Shane and the Hoff. Shane, there is actually a lot of
Yeah,
Shanes in there.
Has got a split.
Thank you, everyone.
personality, doesn't
Thank
he?
you, everyone.
Yeah, Shane wears a Magpie jersey. The Hoff is the West Tigers guy.
Chamis got a shout out.
Yeah,
There you
love
go.
Seamus. He's a good man.
Yeah, he was good.
Matty G. I think you wrote Matty G, didn't you? As
I did. I thought he was good
a few
fun.
people spelled Adele's name wrong too, so they kind of put it.
So
Like the
spell it
female,
wrong,
like the
they can-
female singer.
They can buy his album if they get
Brendo got a shout out. NRL Fanatic got a shout out. Rob Jr. Rob Jr. needs
He's
more
been
votes.
great.
Rob Jr. is unbelievable.
Thank
Well
you.
done, Rob.
He's only just starting. He will get better.
He's so good.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
really
really
enjoying
Very
it.
knowledgeable.
Thank you.
The West Tigers
Like his
podcast boys, shouts to them too. The Blokes from Claws Up. Yeah. So
Out.
some ideas of what to add to the show. Someone said include a 0.5 in the player ratings.
Wasn't me. I didn't say that.
But you agree with it?
Yeah, I do agree with it.
People want more of a deep dive in the other grades. Yeah, maybe we can.
Someone in the paperwork you got here, Josh. Someone said they'd like it if we added a sort of segment where we have a little bit more of a focus on the lower grades and like a lower grades player of the week or something like that. We're keeping an eye on that.
It's hard to watch
that we want
sometimes.
to see do well.
That's the thing. You
yeah.
don't have time to
Yeah.
watch it. And
I got the Bar TV and tried to watch as many Magpies games as I could. Look, if you support the show enough, we can spend more time on watching going through all the grades and stuff. So keep supporting the show. Eventually, the aim would be we love the club from the mats right up to first grade. So we'd love to be able to have the time to cover everything.
I'm not going to mention the other podcast, but apparently you guys might know this. You can name them or not if you don't want to. There's another podcast that actually does concentrate on the lower grade stuff, apparently, which I've never listened to.
Faithful?
It might be the Faithful,
Yeah,
but
Faithful
I think they do a good job of that if you're desperate for that lower grade stuff.
It's just...
But I just don't get to watch it.
Yeah.
So how can you comment on something
I'd
you
love
don't
to.
watch?
I'd just love to support those teams more. Just don't.
Well,
I have a young family.
play one or two of them before the main game and make it 2 or 3 games you can watch when you go to Campbelltown or Leichhardt. It's not fucking hard.
That's true. Love the studio. So more from the studio. I've got it up on the screen. A new segment that Rob just abuses some C for 20 minutes NRL. Other maybe a dodgy ref call or suspension. It's an interesting one.
What do they want me to do? Sorry.
They want you to new segment that Rob just abuses some CUNT for 20 minutes NRL, like a dodgy ref, like basically go hard at a ref.
Do maybe an individual one, like one of those ones you put on TikTok where you just rip into someone. Yeah, I can do that. I could definitely do that for Chris Butler. What a
like
disgrace
that that gif of the Family Guy episode. That what really grinds my gears.
What really grinds my gears? Lindsay Lohan. Yeah. Coach Adele has his own show. He does have his own show. What are you talking about? He did have his own show.
Don't know if Adele. Look, we're going to try and get Adele back at least but I don't want to sort of tie him up for it. Like even the other night, we did 2 shows and he, after 9 o'clock, he turns into a gremlin. So I don't think he likes to do these long shows. So maybe get him on for 20 minutes or we'll see. Let him have the off season off. He's got a little bit to sort out. But yeah, I think just in general, Adele's one of the best podcasters I've ever listened to. He could be as good as Denham Kemp on a Bloke in the Bar sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Stuff.
He's unreal. He's been an absolute blessing for Adele. He's been so good this year. We agree. We know he's awesome. We didn't need you guys to tell us.
I can find talent. Shane Richardson. I can identify talent.
People asking for flashbacks. That's a good one. A few flashbacks.
Yeah, right.
Shane and you and I are old enough to maybe we can whip something up.
We did a short on the 2005 prelim. It didn't go gangbusters, but I love doing that. Like I love talking about old games and remembering how we felt and going into some of the detail of it, especially that game. That's probably
what a game to do.
Do you guys remember that watch along we did? I think during the finals a couple of years ago, the Manly game.
Which game it was?
It was Manly, like round 1.
Oh, it was round 1. The Lotus Kiri debut.
Okay. When he scored with his first touch.
Yeah.
Doing something like that again could be.
The challenge with that one was that we tried to we watched the game on YouTube. We watched it ad free, and then a lot of people would watch it, and an ad would pause it, so they'd fall behind. It was just it's very hard to sync up a copyrighted. Yeah,
if you want to do one again, you'd probably want to do the Canterbury game from this year.
Yeah,
at Combank, that would be fun to muck around with.
The good thing about that now is as well, like a lot of those games are actually, all of those games are on uploaded to the NRL official YouTube channel. So like they do all of the match replays and like the different highlight videos as well. They all get posted.
Yeah, but we did that at Snap Printing, that watch along, wasn't it? That was actually quite good. We had quite a few.
No, we actually did that. I'm pretty sure we did that from home.
I did because I don't remember Snap Printing. I remember Brendan, I think, was there as well. Maybe I can't remember exactly, but we had it on a screen. I don't think we all could have.
No, so what that was, you were playing the replay of a game that we were doing the episode on that week.
Really?
Yeah. So that's what that was.
Like that was
the episode, the one where we watched that Manly game. We were all doing that from our homes because I remember sitting at home.
How many years ago was this?
2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we did it at Silverwater. Maybe Josh will know anyway.
No, you guys did do a thing at Silverwater.
Yeah.
At the Flemington Markets.
Yeah,
you did a get together. Everyone come along. We're gonna watch the game together. Yeah. Markets Club. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was Magic Round 2 years ago as well.
No, but yeah, that was just to watch the game there. But
yeah,
I'm talking about rewatching the game. The one at Snap Printing wasn't a rewatch of a game.
Yeah.
But Aaron's saying we watched it from home.
No, we did it at Snap.
No, we didn't.
Snap Printing.
No,
we did one
2 against 1.
So this
maybe we did one.
Another one.
Maybe you did a different one without me.
Shane. Yeah,
yeah.
Shane.
because I do remember the Manly one. I was at home and I was watching it from at home, and we all had to try and sync up before it started. And I just remember being a bit behind.
Watching it from home with us, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
But because the one I remember at Snap was, like I said, it was. I think it was it would have been the night we had either Tess or Keely come on as a guest, and before we went live, you were watching the replay of a game because we were obviously talking about the game as well. So it was kind of a bit of both in one of those nights.
Someone mentioned a match day vlog. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I have thought about doing that, but again, time.
So you post as you go, sort of thing.
Yeah, the feedback on the show. I might take that off the screen in case someone says really mean. People can read it on the screen.
That's all right. I can read it.
So I'll put our faces up.
That can entice a rant if we see something mean.
Okay. Someone might have written something. Yeah, we don't want to put on the screen. I haven't read these, but
okay.
What are they saying? Who do they hate? Who do they love? Someone says they don't care about NRLW. Was that you?
That wasn't me. I swear to God, that was not me.
That's me from now on.
Love the calls out.
Contrary to that, there was one person in the what could we ads said a dedicated NRLW.
Yeah, someone wants
episode.
a whole show dedicated, so you can never give the people.
Maybe.
He's our NRLW representative. I like watching the girls. They
want to see them do well.
They just need some cattle. They're just not. It's just depressing seeing Kezi try guts out and Salah try guts out and all these cubs coming through and just
Salah's tried on the scrum though on the weekend. It was fucking amazing.
That was great. Glad we got all the audio bugs. I think throwing several $100s towards equipment and helps. Shouts to the Orange Grove Wi-Fi. That's been fantastic all season too. So we're literally doing this off the Orange Grove's Wi-Fi and broadcasting in HD. So shouts to Orange Grove for providing that for us. Love the rawness. The rawness, R-A-W, not the rawness, R-A-H.
Always good to speak from the heart. You'll never go wrong doing that.
Straight from the heart, as Brian Adams once said. Achieved a lot on a microscopic budget. Sure. Yep. Thank you. Sure is. Couldn't find the jelly wrestling option in the other sports option. Sorry.
Does that still exists?
Probably somewhere, some underground club. I mean, cockfighting is probably still a thing
before the game as entertainment.
Jelly wrestling. Well, we've got to have
so
men and women. Men and women.
Game will be there at 9 a.m.
Men and women. People, some of them saying they don't like the player ratings. Some people like the player ratings. So
I like the player ratings, but we've got to find a way to make them shorter. Personally, but I know why you have.
So you want me to
because people.
So do I add 0.5 or do I make it short? Like
no, I think you more like just Royce Hunt and Dream Buller got 7.3 or whatever, and then the worst one was Heath Mason, and the average was this much. And anyone you want to talk about, and then that's it. You sort of go through it a bit quicker.
Shout out here for Shane, Jay, Lockie Pringle as well. So there you go, boys. Quality upgrade for the main show with the studio. So a lot of love for the studio as well.
Well, thank you, Daniel, for that.
This person's I can't see actually who wrote these on this part of the form, but it says started listening to you blokes and heard Rob spraying all the things I was thinking. Thought I was alone in my footy anger issues. The pod's the only one that goes live from a pub. Hopefully OG can do it again in 2026. It's a niche. I think the live show needs to stick to 70 minutes max. Well, we're at 108 minutes at the moment.
I didn't send that in, but I totally agree. It's got to be shorter.
It's 108 minutes at the moment.
Shorter.
We'll try. But
we can be more concise in what we say.
It's
we should have these private meetings off air, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
It might take half an hour off the show.
Yeah, we might as well wrap it up.
Probably the only time we get to speak to each other.
But it's all positive. I thought there might have been some haters, but I guess if you're doing a form for our show, then you're obviously a fan of our show. So
I think you know, like in terms, I mean, again, it's your baby, but not only Claws Out podcast, but West Tigers Life. I think you need a bigger team. So, like for example, you know, Shane can be in 1 week, or Brandon, or someone else, mix it up a bit. I know with Claws Out, I can't do every week. Like I'm getting older, and I don't want to do every week. I'm a bit exhausted. So I don't know. I don't know how much I'm going to spread myself next year in terms of podcasting, but definitely going to be doing Claws Out, and I definitely don't want to let West Tigers Life down. So we'll have to put our heads together and work out, you know, the best way to go moving forward. And I don't think the Orange Grove will be on board next year. Nothing wrong, of course, but we can speak to Terry. But maybe we should do the live shows.
Again, this is probably an off-air conversation.
Yeah, but no, I think the live watchers here are really enjoyable.
Yep.
You're getting a lot of views on that, and
it won't be our last time.
We're attracting people to the pub. It's always a great atmosphere. I'll be honest, even like I actually would come and watch here, even if there wasn't a live watch. I really enjoy sitting amongst Tiger supporters at a pub, screaming at the TV that no one can. You're abusing the referee. No one can hear you, and it's not getting you anywhere. But just taking your frustration out. It was. I enjoyed the other day.
Another option as well for people who don't like the long episodes, and maybe this is people who just listen to the audio only, is cut the audio only up into 2 parts and upload them separately.
Yeah, but then it's annoying for people that like to listen.
Like this.
Roy and HG's podcast did that, and it annoyed me. So,
see, Riff Raff always says if you don't like something, fast forward. Like if you
put on
a certain bit,
or just stop listening
and see what we're talking about. Look, one thing you could do is put like what we're talking about at the time. So like your timestamps.
A timer.
No, like so for example, you know, might have from the first 5 minutes introduction. You know,
I've done that on the YouTube
minute 5
comments a couple of times.
Taylor May.
Oh yeah.
Like they do on Bloke in the Bar.
Yeah,
you wanna, like look for when they're talking about your game.
Yeah, Boom Rookies do that too. Yeah,
it's actually a pretty good idea if you want to.
Yeah, maybe
they have actual like editors that are able to break it up and put it into.
I think
parts.
I think ChatGPT can actually do that. There is some way to figure that out without me doing it. Listening to 2 hours of the episode. But all right, that's just about does it for 2025 until probably a draw release in November. Any parting words before we say goodnight to Big Dog for one last? Still looking for a boy's name too, if anyone's got any ideas.
You're not going with Ahmed?
Italian.
What about
Italian.
Brian Dibb?
Brian.
I mean, he's been up there all night, so why don't you give him a
Brian?
Okay, well, I'm
second born
name
name Brian.
To, to remember the other sponsors, but obviously I want to thank Jason from iChoice, Matchday Manny, Felicity, and Trent, and of course the biggest thank you go to Terry and Andrew from the Orange Grove Hotel. Whether you're in Lilyfield once a year or 50 times a year, you got to come to this place. It's such a cool pub, really friendly people. You feel like everyone you've known for years and years. So come down here and support these guys. They've supported us. We didn't quite get it to be the footy show that I think Terry wanted it to be, but I've really enjoyed the live watches and you know, some of even the Sunday night shows after the big Leichhardt games have been great. So massive thank you to them. This is just such a great setup, and they've been really accommodating with us whenever we've needed something or needed something changed. You know, all the staff here have been great. So massive thank you to the Orange Grove Hotel. And you need to thank our Strata management group that jumped on board.
And the Gym Direct.
And Gym Direct.
Gym Direct as well.
I didn't
use the code.
I would have thanked them, but I've forgotten their name.
westtigers.com.au. Still, that offer continues in the off season if you need any gym equipment as well. And yeah, anyone else got?
No, just thanks to you guys. I joined the podcast and the Discord because I was losing interest in football dramatically, and now I'm back, you know, bigger and better than ever. So again, thanks to everyone, the sponsors, all the Discord members. I said it before. You guys are what's made it for me.
And the off season will still be good there.
Yeah, we'll still be there.
Patreon.com/WestsLife. Come join the fun.
And I'll add a thank you as well to everyone who watches and listens either on a regular basis or every now and then or whenever you're able to. Every view and like and listen on all of the platforms helps us a lot. Helps us know more about what you like, what you don't like, as well as the feedback we get from these surveys. So thank you everyone for tuning in for this year. Good luck as well to you, Josh, and the next journey of the second phase of fatherhood.
Just days away from being a father of two. So
And thank you as well to all of the people in the comments of the YouTube and Facebook earlier tonight who said it was good to see me back, even though I probably technically shouldn't be back just yet. It was the last episode here at the OG.
What do doctors know?
I wanted to tag along, so I'm hanging in there. I'll keep improving. Hopefully back bigger and better next year as well.
Just woke BS from those doctors telling you can't go on a podcast.
And
all right,
we need subscribers for Claws Out podcast on YouTube, please. Get that going as well. I'll get Josh to reshare a little bit. But yeah, we're definitely going to work together, but we're sort of doing separate stuff as well because they're kind of like different shows. But yeah, we need more than 52 subscribers. But that's if you want to watch Claws Out, that's most likely where you'll be watching it next year.
Beautiful. All right, Claws Out, and as always, enjoy the summer and
go the Tigers.
Thanks for listening to West Tigers Life Podcast. What a great show. Love that Rob Bichara. Check out all their episodes and content at westtigers.com.au. What great content. Watch Coach's Report with Otto live by joining patreon.com/WestsLife. What a great deal. Join their Discord as well. Wow, fantastic. Please grab that subscribe button by the